A room full of some of the most respected names in hip-hop right now just gave a rising, self-proclaimed Grammy-deserving artist a 0 out of 10. By the end of it, he rage quit and left the call. Y'all know who I'm talking about, Too Slimy. Depending on who you ask, he's either a complete joke or he's one of the most important new sounds in rap right now. This video is about both the sides. I want to know what side y'all are on. Here we go. Let's back it up. Too Slimy, Sergio Garcia, 20 years old, Oklahoma, suburb just 25 minutes outside of Oklahoma City. Not the docs, I'm sorry, but Mexican-American, raised by immigrant parents, and by his own account, not exactly the profile you'd expect for the next face of underground rap. Real breakout early 2024 with this snippet. It was circulating online. It wasn't necessarily going viral because people thought it was lit. It was going viral because it was a meme sound. One of the most viral was a screenshot of Drewski talking on the news about the economy with the song in the background. And before I play this clip, man, y'all gotta promise me if you like this, please drop a subscribe. I have like 10,000 views and 20 subs. Like, show me some love, man. Come on, I really appreciate it. Be that guy, bro. Help me out. But here's the clip. Listen to this. He didn't stop there. He dropped a project called SSO Me in 2024, followed by High Anxiety in 2025. Earlier this year, a deluxe version called More Anxiety. In February, he hopped on the Underground Sound 2026 cypher next to some of the other names climbing the ladder. Raining Lowell, Six Bill, Matt Proxy. If you heard of these guys, there you go. I haven't. But by April, he's been announced for Lyrical Lemonade Summer Smash Festival. That's something I heard about. I love Lyrical Lemonade, but you know they like to pull out those underground names from time to time. It can be a hit or miss. So I would say he's actually building something up. He might be a real artist. That's not really a joke's resume. So what does he actually sound like? Picture it like Playboi Carti and Lil Uzi Vert having a kid.
Whoa.
But they didn't really raise him very well, so he's kind of crazy and kind of weird. Imagine like mixing a song and then turning every single dial up all the way to the top to where it doesn't even sound like music. And BPM like hella high. Auto-tune. I don't even know what the lyrics are, so I'm not even going to judge the lyrics because I can't really hear him. But Too Slimy doesn't even like the word raised for it. In an interview with Dazed, he said the term feels too bland for what he's doing. He calls it controlled chaos. He's not shy about wanting to be taken seriously long term, like I said. In his own words, he wants a Grammy. Not just a meme. He just wants a Grammy, man. Give him that Grammy. But here's the tension. A huge chunk of the people listening to him aren't hearing an artist chasing a Grammy. They're hearing noise. And some people, some genuinely big names in the genre disagree completely. Lil Uzi, someone he helped invent the entire lane Too Slimy is now mutating, told Dazed flatly, Too Slimy took the end of 2025. I can't even think about nobody else. That's a quote straight from him, and that's something y'all's ghosts not playing. But that's about as strong as a cosign as an underground artist can get, from someone who has zero reason to hand it out for free. So if you got Uzi on one side calling him the best thing in the underground, and then you got completely different on the other, and that's the one that actually made him famous. Now here's the moment most people actually knows Too Slimy from, or maybe you've seen it, maybe you've just heard of it. You gotta check this out though. You probably know this more than any song he's released. But real quick, I never ask people to subscribe, and I know when you hear that you kind of tune it out, but seriously it helps. I have like 20 subs right now and tons of really high quality videos. If you think we're next up, if you really like what I'm doing, just drop a sub. Like, it seriously helps, and a like. I appreciate y'all. PlaqueBoyMax, massive Twitch streamer. He's also become a real player in the underground rap circles. He has a segment called Song Wars, where up-and-coming artists play unreleased track for some judges, and the judges score from 0 to 10 in real time, live on stream. It's been dormant for about a year, but Max brought it back earlier this year as a Rising Stars edition. Too Slimy played a track called New Swag for the panel, and the panel did not hold back. Like I said, this wasn't a room full of random people. This was Southside, one of the most respected producers, DJ Ack, one of the most watched voices in hip-hop media, and good thing Drake wasn't in this competition.
I'm in the Aston doing donuts. I will kill the game.
Oh my God, my boy say he's in the Aston doing donuts.
Bruce Drop Him Off, and I'm Dante, big reaction YouTuber. You've probably seen him. People whose opinions actually move culture. Almost the entire panel gave it a 0. Ack was the only one willing to go as high as a 5 out of 10. And even that wasn't exactly a compliment. And Too Slimy did not take that well. He got visibly frustrated and he hopped straight off that call.
Times changing, gang. Catch up.
So that's what they keep. Oh, he left.
Times changing, catch up. But what a fucking asshole.
I hate when people say that.
He just left midstream in front of everybody. So another time that he didn't really give the best impression. Clips of that moment spread everywhere, way further than any of his actual music ever has. For a huge number of people, that's the entire Too Slimy story. The guy who got zeroed out by Southside and Ack and I'm Dante and rage quit. The other kind of embarrassing thing about this is this panel is not a bunch of guys, a bunch of haters who are just gonna hate on everything, right? This isn't random. Southside, he's one of the most decorated producers in trap music, someone who shaped the sound of half the artists Too Slimy is influenced by in the first place, so he gets the genre. When he says a track doesn't work, that's not just some dude's opinion. It's someone who's helped build the genre telling you the execution is off. And DJ Ack, right, we know him for liking Drake, but he carries a different kind of weight. And even he, the one judge who didn't give a flat 0, still only gave it a 5. Because if this panel is credible enough for their 0 to actually mean something, then Lil Uzi's cosign has to mean something too. Uzi didn't have to say anything about Too Slimy. He's not getting anything out of hyping an artist most of the internet treats like a joke. So now you've got two sets of people who genuinely know this genre from the inside. So now here's what we got to talk about. We got to find out what side y'all are on. Because I'm not about to take a side, but I'm going to give you some of my input. Maybe you figure it out. Here's what makes this genuinely interesting instead of just a giant pile-on. Both of these things are actually true about Too Slimy at the exact same time. He's the guy Lil Uzi says the best thing happening in the underground. He's also the guy who got a room full of industry names to unanimously tell him his song was straight trash on camera. But he's building a real festival resume. He's also a big chunk of the internet, mainly known as a meme sound. That's not really a contradiction though. It might just be what it looks like right now when genre is actively mutating in real time. Every generation of rage rap has gotten this exact reaction. People called Carti's music unlistenable mumble rap in 2016. And then they decided to wait, who knows even how GTA 6 type of years to hear a new album. People said the same thing about Uzi. Now the artists influenced by both of them are getting called worse than that. And some of the loudest critics today are the same people who defended Carti and Uzi back when they were the ones getting dismissed. And that's something we see in hip-hop. You start kind of chill and then you work your way up into more of a stronger version of whatever that genre is. That's kind of even how hip-hop almost started in a sense, how it got to people. It was hip-hop verses in pop songs. And then they started listening to just the hip-hop verses, right? Not necessarily how hip-hop started, but how a lot of people got into it. Sometimes you start light and then you go bigger. And that's just how it moves as years go along. So, that's a question. Do we think that's what's going to happen to this rage genre? I want you to let me know in the comments right now. Go, go, go. But maybe the real question isn't, is Too Slimy good or bad? It's, are we watching a guy who doesn't have it? Or are we watching the same exact skepticism play out that's greeted literally every new sound in rap before they ever got accepted? I'd say by seeing the years and the history, you kind of got to wait a little bit before you can actually answer that one. But I want to know if y'all have an answer for me. Please let me know. Whichever side you land on, it's still a story that's being written. We'll probably be back on this one. So if you want to see the rest of it, please sub. We'll talk about it more. I got hella shorts dropping. I drop videos 2 times a week. If you guys like this content, please drop a subscribe, drop a like, and check out the rest of my videos. I also need to know in the comments, is Too Slimy the future, or were those DJs right?